For this webinar, I'm going to focus on developing the hard surface tracking skills needed for the AKC variable surface tracking test. If you're involved in other work or sport venues, I think you'll still be able to see how this training could be useful for developing foundations for you on hard surfaces as well. In this example, I use dry ice to create a bit of a fog to illustrate this concept of the surface area and how scent can be collected into an area that has vegetation and be held closer to the area. And you can see that most of this fog, over time, more and more of this fog collects into these leaves, and there's very little dispersal. I'll also try to seat the targets deep enough into the substrate that the dog can't spot them from a distance. And similar to tracking on grass, the targets allow me to adjust the rate of reinforcement, and I'm also able to assess how the dog is doing. My goal is for the dog to hit at least 80% of the targets. And I know that because when I go back and pick my targets up, I will just count and see how many of the targets still have food on them versus which ones do not. However, not only do I want the dog to hit 80% or better of the targets, I also want to make sure that the dog is finding each one correctly. I want to place my targets close enough together that I achieve that 80% or better, and with a track that mostly looks like the line on the left. So 3 to 5 random food ups. I have a little bit of randomness in my spacing just because I think it makes it a little bit more unpredictable for the dog. So it could be 3, could be 4, could be 5.